Adamfua. I'm free northern region. Savannah. Upper West. Upper East. Naya Tuaba was Savannah region. 7 constituencies. Now, your presidential candidate, Elusu Honi Nara. In the 7 constituencies.
Alright, nipa ya hotini nkan Brian Agyapong waka 5 presidential aspirants a omugina amiato onso aba no. Nye wono nko na aka sa asem no. De na wakan efa ebinum ensem omode kagu Dr. Bawumia so se obi a oye no de na nanso nanka NPP yenim se ya kan party sa ya ne binum ka na NPP yes we de omo be kire Ghana for se nya kan party ne de obi ofri northern region na eba ne de ne ba he nanso na Bawumia ntumi ampoli northern region vote aka ho bi na omowe 2024 no eno ye nsem omo kagu no so pa enya Brian go na e ka te se de wo kan na mum Kennedy ne manfo binum so nsem a omo e kan no na sa allegation we na anase sa nsem we na ye omo ka edugu no so ade bia Bawumia ne nkofo nso try say omo be correct say enya sa na tie na mum Bawumia ameki impact pa na waboa amazungu suni ne northern region munya more vote ni ade no still no sa argument ni egusu koso biem say eye eri omkwowe ya binum ade tag Bawumia say wono na Ghana fo binum empenasem wono na oma amamuo ni ye basa economic misaya nso afa ye baaye na ontumi nka economy kurasem biem afa de bia digitalization ko a digitalization nso nya no na wode ba na wode economy na eba yesi ye de na eba na obachi cedi afa obaye na cedi na je hon na odwane ko na sansem na manfo ka no anya sa na etie da ana ebinum argument nso ene se sansem na omo ka no se sa na etie a adentina ene na yesi cedi na yiye kakra no yenka se vice president Mami Jane ene eye nemum yesi ato is forcing na de bia omo ka ato is forcing na we de se cedi dwane firi MPP nsem a yesi Bawumia ana ntumi amba Bawumia ajigu isa bre no a Bawumia nkofo ne se sobo no eye omunyina na ye enye Bawumia nko anti se omo de tag Bawumia nko ade a it is totally wrong ntom ntiase da ema Ghana for en son sense hansem ni mandisi for na eka na mom akwa to understand say MPP for na bi enso start ka sansem na omo de eye mo campaign message ntom ntiase da na ebra na omo bu man no na woni ma bibiro ho Bawumia ye ebinu ho kura na ye mma ne kwan okase ofra kinofurata kura mbosi ye omo opeso oni ni dinkomo a na o ma ne kwan na kinofurata ma kwan enti Bawumia ye do betumi bia nanso ade ne koi because amamoni nyina ene say sabre no and sabre no niema na ekoso no na Bawumia nkwantumi nya ho hwe because a whole government na do ne nkofo bi ene na ade ne hye wo nsa ana omo ye nanso ba na ye de Bawumia din na akobata ho enti de bia se Bawumia na ye nanso enema bebre ho a ekọ chiwa MPP we ya na firi sa ne ma no nso ye de ba ka se Bawumia enti nsemu a Bawumia achitafo yi eka efa allegations omo kadegu Bawumia so ene afi nso vote a efa northern region ho amanfo se wan wi ni omo nsa amfa ne nkobiem delegate de ne ba ombesa akori because nkramofo na kura nto ba ma no Christopher so nto ba ma no then there sansem no mo kan nyina no omo boni nyina do boa wa ha de a kire di nti esese ye de Bawumia na eko na obie nu ho akọ first time akọkọ wi ni with a massive vote da tisisi an Ghana fo hu no ti next one na de omo de ne beba no ombetumi age tumi na free NDC fo nsem we nso ne nsem a omoka ntebusua ma yenko ne njebre ni nsem nyina bi na afi amanfo bi nso ya Ghana fo from various camps Kennedy ngofo kan mo de na Brian ngofo kan mo de na Ghana fo bi numa ye neutral so obia so kan de se na nsem de ko nyebre ni ntie nyina na afi wanga sanso ateku decision aha ya Ashanti Media ntie ne no first time o subscribe channel no na afi o like no share nso
your problems are your core in 2024. Obia, unu say middle class no. Omunyina MPP, whether you like it or not. Slums no NDC. Eti middle class no what in crime. Woye adwuma oska. Ono na esendi sika kofie. Na eduru baabi no aban ahwan ni sika. Ono so elections time no abusuafo nyina atwa na ofie okọ elections a na okọ musika no munyina akopia akoto aba wo frɛ no na okasa sika me de beto aduru kura na minya aban agim sika nti wankɔ ne kurom kura na ankɔma obi sika nkoto aba. And this were the issues
that domestic debt exchange ade no that affected middle class for no ability to come to the polls and poll. And yes,
exactly. People back just how we say, baby, who control a lot of votes. But we be sure now can say, oh, vote back because obi he can even kill for you. Again, obi so livelihood it depends on you. Me, tama me buy MPP not me. Nana busuafo nyina.
Okay.
No mo MPP for. But me na me we this no. Me nya bebre e ma mo buy. E da me call MPP no. Oko Cape Coast mo abusuafi a. O say a mo boy no mo twa video nyina sende. Say masaba mo party dada. You get it because that should tell you say ampa nipa no onye nipa baako middle class na wa kra o control na busuafo nyina e bi kra no on na abusuafi ni wa ha. So yenya all these challenges na yeto aba no nipa na 141 essay problems say won nyina anka ba o me na o say de no ko because he got 41.7%.
Okay. And my mbusa this critical na me ma for so enjoy. Do you think say Bawumia kwa if this primary si Bawumia win can he bring 2028 do you think it's feasible? That remember whether money can bet me if there's a loss or but 2028 no more target because the election we more target in 2028. Is Bawumia the winnable candidate for 2028? You don't
need any rocket scientist. Who is there any rocket scientist to tell you say Ghana hano obi any who wako elections once a win that. Oba ombeka say omo test way. Rollins ono de na obaya or den democracy na buy and obaya or the we. But before eba 1996 no ya 39% with 61 parliament. Now so by 2020 that time no na NDC for the Atamel Saba. Atamel so na obi answer dan nimu no. It is not that time no na omo marketing because he was not a popular vice president because no obi answer dan nimu. So now more marketing. It is that time no na the Ghana for nyina enini Akufo so they voted for him. And omo santo ano so Akufo ado buy in 2008. Mills na ankasa oba in the year 2000. Ghana for rejecting 2004 was buy no. Obo modern eben ho compared to Equanya of us lose here in a year because we have 43% in the year 2000. But in 2004, Roger Metal no mukra echo parliament, echo court. Okay.
Yeah.
Omuko court some challenging the results.
The results
but almost sure you know who say you lose parliament there, emu hia say be challenge and okase wajai. And yes, omuko court file petition sanka omu challenge that results because okay move closer to winning. By that time, they against sitting president. So in 2008, before Ejuma Obebon or Ghana High and say we before initiatives Makuma 5 every Ghana ha Ghana be good. You health insurance free, you farmers look free, you school feeding free, Ghana bit me good. Ejuma present before Beboy, Ghana for a the present here Kufadon. Now a very popular Ompenasem Nelso party no a wiki on the ground sinti omo etimi eye the omunim eye melts.
Okay, that was for 2008 elections.
2008, yes. So 20 that time now Akufo-Addo about 2008. In 2012 no Akufo-Addo a winning elections because
2012 election a election petition no.
A petition no. A we 5-4 judges ni be can say winning.
Omukasi enko rerun in some of the areas.
So eno say elections no obey ho say when we no kra obey ho.
Ben the obey ho but omukasi enko rerun areas.
Exactly because omujidi say anka President Mahama ya electing validly at that time. Sana judges ni be kind.
No, but that was still the minority view. The majority view of the judges was that Mahama has won the elections and is validly elected. So a minority view.
Oba 2016 Akufo-Addo ba 2016 that time no na yenso ye de Bawumia ba as a poster boy I was starting different kind of elections was starting different kind of campaign we walk over campaign from 2000 was starting different kind of okọ na okoye lecture no aka na oma it wo bibia yen debate yen didi atem yen twantro because you see in 2008 fifi kwete ye bibia a friend is setting the record straight na en tronko a the switch has been team wakoji sikabi e de akoto ring road your friend say Barclays Bank
bank issue no yeah
yes we bear 2 million Ghana cedi you see ko for area gold na eno na ye accusations and counter accusations Dr. Bawumia no sanitize the process I can say yenye issues no or the issues na about university na ya discuss na mo so na ye discuss or can be about economy o wadwe ni say na discussions na ba eti edru baby yenya every person in this country enya ni chafa e wo vote e wo your friends say manifesto mu a wo feel say etro abana ebe so President Mahama at that time was unpopular compared to Akufo-Addo because in 2012 for winning elections for the first time na osheko jan any tuntum kwa na koye campaign because na 3 months to elections ena mills ewuye iti baby a wonam bia na campaign na oye no iti na omubo Ghana yanti asempa ne keka ho na omubo nwom no sa dage ne keka ho ena odi winning wo begina ne nan so as Mahama na o contested elections in 2016 olusu with the highest margin
I know they will lose in 2016 no
exactly with the highest margin and in see that in the history of this country it here prior can say the wire dan kasa oba enye yebio Emma Ibrahim Mahama pra be Troy a grantee interview my daily graphic can say abusiane say enumbase no do sente on man contest bio it was captured by daily graphic but then this folk can say omo hwe omo contest against Akufo-Addo in 2020 no se wan fa ono amma obi ani ho betimi contest against Akufo-Addo because Akufo-Addo was the most popular person at that time. Honestly, a sitting president. Yes. Exactly. Honestly, a sitting president. And you need someone to match him. And then Umkofa Mahama buy. Olusu ye no muhu say the ye no musu ye say going into 2024 elections. MPP the new person beba. Mahama so yahu nanimwa for some time. Enti yakwa if for nothing at all on beto amai. And that was the reason they presented Mahama. So and no say consistency Ebwa elections in this country, both parties, so we are consistent with the candidates now. Ultimately, winning elections. Now, what's the time of Dr. Bawumia Lusu now? Let's look at the caliber of person that Dr. Bawumia Lusu when even 41%. Mahama from 1996, the picture up a poster so in 1996, no parliamentary candidate, 2000 no parliamentary candidate, 2004 no parliamentary candidate, 2008 and one the poster amba because that time no we running meet. 2012 the poster oho, 2016 the poster oho, 2020 the poster oho. Abba Bawumia the first time of winning elections and the picture ever poster so 2023 winning a primaries.
And you are saying discounting the fact that Bawumia was Nanado running mate that time no. Because he wasn't on the poster as
only
the
poster
on
contested elections are on wajina wa contested elections Akufo-Addo and Obuano oba yen in 2024 no na oni obi a waba poster no so chain obia in the history of this country Mahama. So you don't expect him to win against such a person on also the first elections.
Okay.
And then NDC4 a day a new person and neighbor. Fortunately, I'm penning for a dear pass. Ye elect a flag bearer no any year. Ye elect now when you ample time no the age. Dr. Bawumia nan saying me name sa who sa video na JSS bin kwalabi Emma your friend say teacher no who is the vice president of Ghana obi ase Dr. Bawumia enkwala ni nyina because we be over Fabiano obi enim no he has been marketed and again normal say wo ye started discussing she kan say gold for oil ni gold for reserve no and Ghana nya so mfa so omo ni omo nyina e wa buruchiri a omo ba Ghana ha no nansen omo ba bronya yi omo be kan say normal na nka okọ launch 2024 na ekoye problem a ekrofo kan say sa e-gate no a expose no na keka ho with Ghana card no
and go for busa ne
Exactly. Ene ya no omo ba no bronya ya no me hu video bi a ene na ma omo si eh de oye we was say mama bi kra de o say she was stand as ojina buruchiri because odin Ghana card ba ya na hwem okọ delay bi enim bibia eni hobium. So normal we ye no or footprints wo ho again ohwe omo na omo contest na in terms of governance say amamu obi eni ho a in Ghana, not necessarily MPP nko Ghana ha obi eni ho in terms of amamua what drew baby a Dr. Bawumia drew no
among the candidates no money Bawumia contest no
the all MPP ni the all NDC all banyina obi eni ho what experience chen Bawumia in terms of the presidency.
Okay,
Why
so any minus Mahama
the Mahama want to be ma onko me say the omo de omo ba no time a year 2024 no na Ghana ha nyina na obi any experience chen Mahama even Akufo-Addo kra obey president because na ono nanim aba poster chen Mahama na chen Akufo-Addo.
Okay,
eti ene say ye ka de nanim ewo ba bia e na ye ka amamu asema omo a ono omo contest no baako omo nyina no mienu aye cabinet ministers da. Cabinet ministers now omo ye no omo anya ambro 4 years omo nyina no within 4 years no be cabinet ministers. Brana Champon kra no ono kra de o cabinet minister for 2 years meboa but your friend say a cabinet minister for 4 years. Cabinet Agyapong a press secretary to before that was the highest star or in terms of governance. And again, Agyapong crowd ono onye bibiada. Uye your friends a parliamentar.
Any board chairman, I think he's not.
Board chairman and oye Ghana Gas. And an yere your friends saying shippers and one on shada enye and running even DC district office crowd the nekeka. So ye ka amamua obey presidency one who de trium or chenebino se bibi ba obetimi a correct some mistakes no onunim mistakes are only the boss ye nyina ye gidi se eye mistakes no ni nyina no onu na betimi a correct ni ya boaye wa ben amamu no wote ase in the NDC today omo amu ben nyina no Haruna Idrisu maame no menim se obetimi aba your friend Professor Jane onu na anka ebia obeben hu kakra because ebia yemfa ne se why vice president for 2 years why cabinet minister da but we dey why vice president for 8 years it ye ka anka maame no na
in present day potential candidates nyina both sides Bawumia is the most experienced person.
He is the most experienced in terms of governance, all hands-on experience. All normal so obeti me actually say me buy as vice president. The demand me no again. Okay, say Professor Vladimir Nchidanso, I can say Bawumia is the most technocratic vice president Ghana has ever had. Oye vice president, no there obey vice president.
In terms of visibility, the Bawumia is the most visible vice president.
And even in terms of odin who shama mum okay as a first vice president or cabinet kwa ekobunu
aka sem na okay
yes aka Rollins kobunu again atamels now be nim no until obeye your friends flag bearer
no so there first word declaration that was when everybody saw that
again Mahama na oye a bit popular you remember. Because that time now no Kotena GTV Munkra na mu interview no na keka ho nti now a bit popular especially Ejuma oni Nana Oyelita ye andakufo Gambia for na ekoshutu Ghanaians pay 24 ekoshutu omo Gambia no unu say that time now in terms of foreign affairs it now a very popular to be very honest so ono na ase oba mu kan bo ye vice president no in sama ye tifa no ho ye tamana you see onkoto your friends hanga Brazil then kika ho sansam na na ete but some pass a bit me point to say oh where vice president these are the things that way Alhaji Aliyu Mahama the obek me akai na ne say na sa campaign for indiscipline okay say na ono na the
campaign
exactly na you see obi a wa
your brafo na yes anyum no campaign
exactly.
against
Obi a wahyehyɛ no ho te sɛ your friends meka advert no wahyehyɛ no ho te sɛ
bodamfo na obi jonso
na obi akɔdwo nso na odi aba atwa one bodam ha na ojo nso. You see, these are the things I obekai, because you see Ghana ha no you know ye constitution no and vice president ni any role to play. Ni role line say or black president.
Yeah, but wow, you see the thing that people use against Bawumia say, although constitution in shada mass specific role say vice president A and B, no mo say Ekufuado campaign and don't take it say a year first in the constitution. Omo patch say time a president Ekufuado de Bawumia ban and conforce wo munim Bawumia no. President Ekufuado justified Bawumia's inclusion by saying, where the oil economists, where they were being, me a lawyer. I'm limited in how to manage the economy, but where they were being, and I'm bringing Bawumia to manage the economy. I'm bringing him to lead friend said this great transformation. And the Bawumia opponents say, who sa transformation. No. Number two, saying who sa economy management. No. Yeah, and therefore, the experience or no experience, more on some maybe people are tired of him. That's why people, one of the things they say against him.
You see, that is why they be a mekase. Eda aponchirani bi unu ene bi hu ne tenten. Me no wo kasa no, me ka kire say for 6 years, for 5 years, now our economy was growing at 7%. Yeah, 8 years old. Just 2 years our economy nya decline. You see on your economist bill.
Okay.
You see economy na tete akwansam. We had sustained growth and na me no kasa. Ya ba in 2017. 1 year na ye the Kenoforata no a brusu chain dear at 2 force in ayene. The only difference in say at 2 force in the no omu ye PR. Yeah, no, yeah, PR.
Okay.
That's the difference. Because you see, Kenoforata be two a economy of 3.5% GDP growth. Or they call 9% at the end of 2017. We first at 2 forcing ebe to 5.7% growth, and then what they call 4.1 decline.
I said you baby as early days yet.
There be you buy in 2017 no your first year record no ono so first year record no ye de no buru no so. You buy in 2017 first year no you tria free senior high school.
Okay.
Etria arrears of teachers na mahama fa omo a na otria omo ka 3 months omo ye dwuma 3 years na otria ka 1 month. So okay. De bia na omo studio na omo no mo kasa no. Ye tria Kenoforata tria sika no in 2017 ma omo. In 2017 ye for teachers in nurses makuma ko be 35,000. And then in the last 1 year to force in nurse ni teacher ni ba kokora. The year for omukra ombeto omo no ma eduma for 1 year otua omuka 1 month.
Okay.
So the omuye good in a PR. Enti omuye no ma hwe say the ato force in the buy ye debate. Say watua IPP is 1.4 billion dollars. Meanwhile in 2024, I mean anta etua 1.4 billion dollars na. Emma onwa capture no in onwa 2025 budget say last year yetimi etua 1.4 billion dollars. But because omo no engage in PR no more, but the only thing they say, I'm telling you, say, I deal with you wait at first year. Position or gather how proud facts. Any your friends say figures and because this government is engaged in PR. The facts and figures are not ever exposed. So Dr. Bawumia really showed his prowess in the management of the economy. And until now, cancer oba formalizing the economy. And then okoka say umano interjects makuma ko 10 obeji Ghana card nkrofo didi na tem no ene Ghana idea na ubetimi dia without Ghana card. But interchange out malene na odebe ufuru so ai no asi wasi but ene ukọ bank of Ghana ha unkuta Ghana card anyenyi ene omo a President Mahama Krasi omo friends omo academic facility user fee no ye the Ghana card na apply. Because say insurance you see unni Ghana card untimi nya insurance ene Sir, your friend say
So you are still
passport.
insisting that Bawumia will stand by that statement?
Yes, you stand by that statement, but he's an economist and he did well. Again, say, the last 1 year, no, and as the last 2 years of administration, Eddie Jaji say, then we are bonia because your sterling performance of 7 years, 6 years, no, at the and it is there for everyone to see. Your hospitals,
Very well.
yes, see, Malcolm over 50, Nina Juma. Abayi baye, omo kan se ombesi chip compound Malcolm 600, romantic men see ba akopra. Nansan, omo say within 1 year, Nansan, Felix Kwacho for see, beside say, Muka se ombesi Malcolm 600 in 2025 for Wahin. What men yano? Because omo see ba akopra.
Well, it's early days yet. They just came. It's just 1 year. But I'm saying, well, Mami Busa, this one, I'm a more man for John. But say 2020, no, not 2028. Say Moko primaries way. Now say they can't Obama will show down. And this tension and what this primaries. Ubeja to say, I mean, this election, this primaries, I say tension won't pa. Someone winning, not second winning, and I'm more winning, not second and winning. Are you people ready to work together? Because they say MPP, I said MPP is in crisis. Why are willing to work together and at least build a proper opposition party? You be say more strong instead of this bickering and there we know. Are you willing to work together, both sides?
After Dr. Bawumia win 31st now, in 2026, Juma obey nyina a reconciliation.
Okay.
Not even at the national level, even at the district level, constituency nyina, baby a problem will be abekwa ko ye ho. Any plan was started. Baby a ko ye problem will be ano, aka mo abom, ohu abule kwan off.
Okay, wakoye adwuma ho.
Nana Kuya Free ene Sheila Battles. The see pa in 2023 or primaries no na yasam ketwa. To the extent that accusations be break by young for kunye ne na keka ho. But all constituency no one omo ekasa behind the scenes all constituency omo mienu no e lead koye house to house ansana oba constituency ho omo nyina e begina
Me who am on the platform no so there.
Exactly. I can say omo asmoku the peace pipe omo boa Bawumia na wa wini se na be ya because e kwan ya ofa so e kan omo bom no e no kire se oye leader obetimi aka party na bom obi bia obelusu o se wini in 2023 what drive for Kennedy fee eko also oko mu nyina fie anajo e na omo kotena ase 2023 we lose we win wie ya na 3 days after oko obie fie anajo ene ni kotena ase e kan say for supporters bra na yenkan hu bom tena be ya e betimi on say dum so aba yes o ma dum mekania
na say o fire be bredo do tie ne ye bedu mo kania o fire sa ne dey say o say edu mo kania
e be shipa because this year o dum kania
but at least we've done most of the work but mami kind message is here for
me you know your friend say I just say bia me connect me phone so because my tablet so I can be 15%.
Okay, no, never mind ekwa na or connected to phone no na
to the
if
phone,
you can
okay.
answer and go for messages no mo dey ba ni bia we say I live in okay hospitals number be clear about it. I say I live in Italy and my insurance covers the whole of Europe. Look at what Bawumia is doing. It's equivalent to the European system. Whether we like it or not, Canada, Japan is not going to help us. Or not, so the message or they are banono. Kwame Sapon say Ghana Kosi. I'm at work now at the Ministry of Finance. Someone will take over from me at 2 to 24. Meaning why more comment section anymore. Every more we say even if Bawumia, if you bring Bawumia another 4 years in opposition and number power and they say idea catch a was 4 years in yadi umbenya nana for aqua and the message we buy no. Kofi Desi say yes if you try your possible best to tell that guy say no Canada Japan no vote. I don't know yet campaign a many candidates. Nana Kosi say Kwame Sapon who there who yes cry. Michael Otu say how you do oh Jumana na oye no. And Michael Otu link no if you want to join and also no a die hard Bawumia supporter pa Monday into on ken for no. ebe coin gidigidi kra nya asem ketwa Franklin Franklin, that's your name. I mean, Franklin. That. Or see if you are contest the national communication. What? Because why you ma pa you mreni send your no utumi yi nsema no church and semuno. Agyapong who this my brother is talking the fact, my dear. You live in America and you know how the system works. I mean, this is real. I live in Europe, and for the past 34 years, no. What my brother is saying about Bawumia system, no person introduce, no, is the best. I bet me a boy into no. Jiri say Bawumia has the leadership skills, Some people before the man, I bet me a boy more mine. I couldn't Okwat, say I can now see the profit of my business. Okay, I don't know what you mean by you can now see by the profit of your business. So, officials say why is he not campaigning for economic issues? Mumbusa no say Adena Bawumia campaigning on economic issues. Okay. Sakodi say Ghana card no does not pay school fees. Ghana card does not bring food on the table. We need jobs. Well, AJ Sakodi abroche Ghana abroche card into your school fees. Sometimes you people make very grandiose and irrelevant arguments. Abroche card into your school fees. Abroche say abroche card into your school fees. Abroche card you food. What I say, abroche card emma ejuma. So please, issues now. Focusing on specifics. And yes, I make kasama Bawumia, but the reality is Europe and America baby no abroche card. You have to go and literally work for the job. Obi no one wa be mo ejuma sa. Ghana ye pesado do. Bibia na pese to go. What I say? At least health insurance president Kufuor de buy abo kwa do baby president mama ba o expanding no. Mamu nyese bibia ba na mpese just for political sake intino. Richard dan so say if these MPP people are so arrogant, that is why Ghanaians rejected them. And it may take them 42 years and son of Maba. Catch a while, some forget it. Nana Piasi look at our Dr. Bawumia did what? The records thing now or yes so Ghana for the said Dr. Bawumia one year economy be a hoot to catch a while so Uncle Dakra. A year friend saying Steve or see if you are Bawumia some more can there Kenya wa Kenya yenti still I am pe Dr. Bawumia bia Otiasia ha. Richard dance okay or say Vimled, you don't allow him to spew rubbish but obia yen a campaign. Canada Japan call for ba man be cancer rubbish. Into Bawumianka uncle for ba let them speak. Opa take your decision. This sometimes we should learn to be tolerant. So opponent to cry kasana. Be tolerant. Otiasia ha. Clifford Chain or say Mahama was right when he said Ghanaians have short memory. And yes, short memory and Kanyama way in a cosono and Kenya de Ghana for Bayer de Omuye. Let me play you this word. I want to speak to it. I thought he's spoken partly to it.
Damfua Amufri Northern Region, Savannah, Upper West, Upper East. Naya Tuaba was Savannah Region, 7 constituencies. Now, your presidential candidate, Elusu Honi Nara, in the 7 constituencies.
Okay, well, I think this issue, I will address it. Nyano Krese, Bawumia Luzu all the constituencies. Bawumia Luzu.
Yes, in the Savannah region, Savannah region, enye your regional.
Okay. Savannah is for the Mama region, meboa.
Nikrum, yes. So you expect we first Dr. Bawumia to win the entire region, but we want Damango.
We need Damango.
Is that Hona Abuja na poye MP?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Damango. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I know so. We address it.
And interesting that Damango no. Mahama ni kruma ankasa no.
Ani Damango.
Yes, who read in the book now?
Okay.
My first coup d'etat. Okanya o say tamana uswakitwano ye de no e free na o bole with ne maame because ne maame no o free Damango.
Okay.
Na exactly but oko ware sa yi Mahama ono free bole and o de no call.
Oh, okay.
Na o free hono at the age of 5 and de no call Achimota school.
Okay.
Obaye na osan baye no omo holidays omo nko bole biom because na ne maame afri bole abet na Damango ho.
Okay.
So ntina omo ho enti ono no bole no wantena ho uyi MP na okoye na ehon kwa na okoye so damango no na ono kra no eye ne kuro man kasa watena even though ni papa free eye bole a but wantena ho da but baby a watena e dama.
Okay, I see. Mini eni nya so na kwan ba ko na fufu so solar road na neko ehon.
So but you see Bawumia oko the entire region na almost 7 constituency bi eni ho okwa obetimi aka language bi apart from Brofo.
Bawumia to me can language bi a ho.
Omuni ni nya busia omun free baby a omun bom ti se yamfa ne se
Savannah ne nya Bawumia region kra omun ne nkakata ba ko kra.
Voter region. Voter for ni eastern se omun bom.
Yeah. But Agyapong can I think Agyapong can vote at home, but it's embedded in Eastern region.
So they make an say Oko say Brother Champon eco voter region. So for Eastern. Oko voter and Kawanko can your friends a voter region Kasani.
Okay.
So Oko Wanya Brofuna Okao.
Matuase.
You understand? Because you see, Omubo Shekeke, Northeast, any your friends saying Savannah region, I was here, our baby around Daboya man Karibu, almost a shebu. It is a Oko share no so dia, or come on Pussy Casana, and Profoca crowd on Don Betty. But we know, I just say, of course, Alagano or Coca House out because of course, Alaga or Muti but we are no free war. And yet, no chrome. It is no only chrome near of East, the bill free no. It member Bob. Brother Champions was identity young winning voter region essence or money on Boshi.
To be back, the engaging with the region, not outside the region. Okay, very well.
Nina Bushia for it won't me judge Brother Champion, me judging with Eastern region.
Eastern region.
Because Nikurum no. Ono Pradia, Eastern, on the Ashanti boom, into no Rebecca Sabia and Ninian no Asantini no. But only voters boom.
Okay.
But voter no, on Tinecasa, no something there. So say you two are baby na you lose voter. Na aka say Brian the free Ashanti region, if Eastern region any voter pra wash here. One winner.
Okay.
You are not making an academic friends analysis.
Okay.
Analysis we no pra no won ti ase. No for hono. Nyame na ehihye ese omu nyina no e betena ho na omabom with a share. But omu nya busuafo o kan Ghana history a. Omu ye busuafo with Dr. Bawumia da Gumba for. Omo ye da moli da bani. Omo nana ba akope na agbewa ono na ba ya mosi fo omo Burkina Faso no. Na ono na ye omo nua ba pani.
Okay.
It ono kware okọ nachi ekware ewo Burkina. Eti okowo sa mosi fo na nti na ma wo se mosi ni ne da Gumba ni edi agro edi do mo hata because they are cousins. So Dr. Bawumia abusuanu mampusi fo no. Omo so ena on na ye penny apart from obano.
Okay.
It on na ye penny.
Okay.
Ena obeye ya bonwura. Ena ono ye penny no omo ye boys na omo saso. Eti da Gumba ni hu se da be na we bewu na aduru me so. So he moved southwards and Oko Yendi and created the Gumba Kingdom.
Okay.
And a kit once home and so called northeast area ho eco created the Nanumba Kingdom.
Until the Nanumba when you are related to Mosi for no.
Nagomba Nanumba Mosi and a Mampusi a Moli the Bani.
Okay.
It's what you are Mokasa. Mampusi ni Ekasa, the Gumba nete, the Gumba Sukasa, Mampusi nete. It's a Fantine Asante.
Okay. Very well. Very interesting. This is a special that you all from there you would know and understand that. I appreciate that. First, Kojo, I see a delegation will never disappoint Bawumia on 31st. And okay, my for Brichum person can also person me the link na to you can just use the link and comment about Bawumia camp over there. Brichum, mami too. Good evening, Akwaba.
Good evening, Stevia. Good evening.
Good evening.
Stevia, I'm better. And I'm putting on my right. And in your party back home, but with all humility, obedient to Obiani. Say, Dr. Bawumia, dear crowd chair, President Kufuor in 1996 on the basis that Kufuor enya 39%, and Dr. Bawumia enya 41.7%. Say, what are the nominal figures? President Kufuor lose 1.7 million votes difference, and we should not come and just deceive ourselves with percentages. Difference in nominal numbers, saying.
Okay, but population also is different. So population is different.
In the hour also our say in 1996 population lesser than this one. In Tisiakasa will be lose 1.7 million votes. President Kufuor 1996 will lose 1.6 million votes. Secondly, yeah, can say Kusas ne Mampusi conflict no cause problem in terms of tribalism. No say there be tribalism on Tuaba. But now I confirm say ampa 0 na yenya on yentua fa inipa bi anko wonti yenya 0 no. Question say
I know one can say tribalism or say conflict.
Conflict no. Ni a relate two tribes in aircon, so we cannot deceive ourselves.
Conflict situation, as one can tribalism.
The issue is that 2028 you bet me the some Korea baso boko MIA any the same situation. With the situation change,
it to be the same situation, yeah.
That's my problem. You lose here, Boko enclave, normally you lose all the 6 constituencies. But you have numbers confirm more this time around, even though we lost. But numbers now confirm more.
Boko specific now.
Boko enclave
yes, I wanted the one I'm talking about. Definitely, and talking will affect turnout.
Good, and you lose more. I feel so. I say.
Because I want a special case because of Ntokano.
Good, and I'm just talking try. You say 20, and I want to say okay, north no, okay, dynamics. So we are not the region part of the Bawumia Kano. I saw the northern vote never. I saw the north or I saw the northeast votes never. Never. Pacho, the Bawumia can't say the northeast votes ever been before. Okay, I said the northern region votes, any Zongo votes never. And then I lose away now. I begin to say, you're northeast, you're savannah getting that. The Bawumia can't say, or the northeast votes never, or the northern votes never. But so, in respect to Zongo communities, why I go to polling stations, Dr. Brian Champon, maybe a team can. Dr. Brian Champon, HH, one can say, Dr. Bawumia, we need polling station, Zongo, or say, Dr. Bawumia lose Zongo communities. Let's get the distinction.
Yeah,
right.
But also what Chim said that's not true. He's giving us.
It's true. Maybe it's true.
No, it's true. Figures way because he gave us figures to support.
But you know, because the figures be
on the figures by are you serious? Are you kidding? Oh, what the figures about the program? So you are disputing who figures supporters say Omo we need a.
You can't go community
with evidence, man, because the guests don't just come in.
No.
Because we are team Canada, until we all know you have preconceived the
preconceived as them. If I talk, our elbow say Nima Zongo, Bawumia enya 300 and I will be on board Ninga Tre. Well, not choose for people choose.
Now say now Monday for also Ben Papa, he also picked and choose. Mame Kwame Kacha, Obo Madina, Obo Ashama, Obo Aswansi. Say these are NDC constituencies.
I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to explain what Dr. Brian Agyapong said. Our aim is representing, and I'm here. Dr. Agyapong say, "Se ka say Zongo community all refer to single individual polling stations, or making it clear." But our aim mentioned single, for instance, you can say we are TR Media polling station. The first say TR Media now, what can say Zongo no TR Media school more Zongo for network. In the control about what I said, Dr. Bones, you need TR Media police station. That is not reflective. Say,
so I can make you because I can't remember.
I don't understand you. Until
no, you understand.
Okay, they are to bono here. No,
yeah, me tell you,
to bono here. No.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay. So in the first place, and say elections are we have never categorized a place called the Zongo community. We don't have anything like that. But we have Zongo police stations.
Not on electoral commission for roster, no. On
exactly.
For
yeah, the election also NDC for Omodi and Omo friend a branch and we a polling station. yen de yɛwɔ say yɛwɔ polling station, yɛwɔ electoral area, ɛna yɛwɔ your friends saying constituency. So once I make us no make sure say efia kobi electoral area. Uti dina obeka say efia kobi ebeye Asante nko anate ho meboa.
Okay.
But alaba no. And we won. We want that community. Say okay say polling station electoral area na yamfa say a community. We want that community there. But enye say because in 2017 me ka ye tabulate ye vote enya ozongo nyina. And we did it with individual polling stations. What I said. So BB anywhere friend is zongo community. And not na ma ye can say BB so person o chirem about zongo community on famra. Na ye hu again you see there is one misconception sa omodi here. Oko be to Madina. Madina over 120 polling stations. So okay, time say Madina is Zongo constituency, then you don't even know what Zongo constituency is. Because Madina has 128 polling stations. I just forget. But polling stations are yes Zongo Kuano. Just 32 polling stations. Madina is Zongo polling station. And yes Zongo dominated polling station.
It is not.
Wow.
Okay.
But you see, because of a way na wohono, your friend say Sorogo. NIA MP over time.
Yeah.
It uju se zongo ni NIA MP. Wa dwene se eho zongo constituency. Enye zongo constituency. Eho no omo akanfo ene ewes. Omo dominated that constituency eche zongo for no kra. Because even woko zongo hokra na sanity again. Oba baby ti sa sawase a. Ye has wasi constituency. Your polling stations are within the Asawasi community, not the constituency. The community na a friend Asawasi. Asante phone oho. It is any kind and okre. Ubeti se be male inje but omwa. But ye as a political party no, as MPP no, your polling stations are enim se aha zongo into community be anyhow. And we don't do it with community because oko nima for instance. Your police stations be always one corner, but unkasa Nima Obia shall because Nima the entire friends Zongo constituency and yet entirely Zongo because Oko baby to say Kanda Hoana. Our candidate bako, meaning candidate bako. Okay. So again, already issue back. I mean, we say already issues by me and sir. And we make us all. I want
the money we so that I can paraphrase all of them. Why?
All of them. I feel so. Our Kasana was saying, constituency board, Dr. Bawumia BT, a parliamentary candidate, you know. Make me put to our said there are a lot of you sum up the 275 most of the parliamentary candidates, you know. On perform better than Bawumia. For instance, no, no, who constituency. Dr. Benjamin Mokache, I say, Samuel who beat Bawumia by 2,000 votes. See, if you are to presidential ballot in there first, I said, parliamentary, meboa. And this will be some presidential, no, parliamentary, no, I didn't say,
a choice.
And you go into your career numbers, your career. Me and mayor observation that I say, go for more sub constituency, you know, or more piece, you know, or more presidential candidates, you know. I can make that deduction.
You can't because you see sometimes I also say be in a rejected ballot. You have to consider that. Because there are lots of people who vote and make mistake. Now called rejected ballot. So to simplify it and say Omon Pen will be a mistake. Because maybe they voted
2,000 votes.
Yes. And you'll be surprised. Rejected ballot is the second biggest number in our elections.
I know.
Yes. I know. You know, it's not, don't oversimplify it. Me, my cover elections from 2000. I'm telling you. It's not, you can't simply say that Omon Pewe. There are lots of things that go into it. Politics is a game of numbers. It is not simple like that, Richum. To say at least yes, over and don't make it look like me say rejected ballot. If you look at your collective results even kind of a lot of votes go to rejected ballot because of errors. Because Ghana had this year problematic. What I say, say people voted, but these are spoiled ballots that ended up in rejected ballots. So oversimplifying it to say straight away, say, among pet candidates will be. You have to understand the dynamics in part.
I'm talking about votes that were counted votes. I
agree to Mobisu in Kofumi. You want in town, I saw Momusu Cassanes, I bet that Unkwana Mama a time wrong. Okay, one in town, Mammy, okay, one in town, you know, I am one in town, the end class article. Into why we point, you know, we point.
Very good. I feel so. I work as 1992 and then to 2016. Kennedy motor cars be by no motor we are no my babajiko. But 2016 then a camp bina can I am now 2024 the Bawumia talk cars no 300 cars by. But so from 1992 to 2024 now to bina talk cars by no. All along when you Kennedy and then go for the talk cars about party phobia other party members. Question we say party nya Kennedy nkwa na man appointment or MPP other than the opposition will be accorded in zika koton dem no ada
no kwe nya ken nkwa so na boa party no do you know that
me sim for kan but normally no you can more or prominent
he is talking more. The fact that he is talking more doesn't mean no kwa na more. There are people, yes, are you serious? Opa,
am I serious?
Hey, there are people who give more money to MPP than Ken. Oh, brah, don't do that. Don't expose yourself. Don't expose yourself.
Dr. Brian. Who defend?
No. Don't do that. Don't disrespect me. That. My specialty is in no. Don't disrespect me. My specialty is in me cover politics and say about Bawumia ba. Nya Bawumia na be che me dem. You are gagging me. If you are clearly misrepresenting, I have to correct you.
I'm not.
Me say there are people who have donated money more than he can.
Where are they? Mention their names. Who are they? Where are they?
Don't expose yourself and don't. With all due respect,
you are just gagging.
Me say there are business people who don't want to be known. In fact, former Eastern Region Akwetia MP, no Eastern Regional Chairman Obey Akwetia MP. This man sold 2 of his houses. Number 2, Hackman, Tony dying the my MPP for office now. Electoral Commission opposite, Hackman dying. There are people who have donated Tobo. We are kola member yet near Mabisa. I'm not saying this to favor Bawumia, but I'm saying I'm telling you as fact to say this is what I know in my coverage of elections from 2000. People donate, but Tobo me say. These are business people. Even here, Syria for Lebanese for more any non-business. In fact, La Bianca, Mamia and Hoba Assem La Bianca. She's one of the major financiers. Ken Yahweh, Nifi and 3 houses. And you La Bianca Dabeno Mu and Aniana Obia who say La Bianca poor financier. She didn't Obian Peso Obia because normally no more donate NDC, no more donate MPP. So Jomon Peso Obia Masa. Don't make any mistake as at the no business people. Just for money at the end, they don't like to talk because almost through more business interest. But there are people who donate more than Ken. Because Ken, they are a political person. But there are business people who are purely business. But they donate to no more donate to it. They want to keep it under wraps. What's that? Be very careful. Men bang the attacking this is not the first time you are doing this, but Mr. Be very careful when you are we'll make a sweeping statement. Why? Because the experience I have, from 2000 and cover elections, I know people have done to me cover they shouldn't be reported. They are because when in Ghana, business they will collapse it until they even can see a business or you're careful because one way they can come after you. So don't sweepingly say, I don't know. No, business people don't like to do that. Even in America, crowd full disclosure, but Ghana is
So me just say because Dr. Berry Champon na nsen ya okoka say omankofo o support MPC bebre so omo hwe da omo hwe eti me ka jo mo bibia eto bia obi hu o chana se muntie beka say onya hwe ma obi a
or your politician he can get away when you obi na your politician obetimi aka say change na oba bekan why into the to obo mama one in town be one in town but good evening
Safia obere
serious obi na kan Franklin I see you guys should respect the host because seriously admin nation kra na institutional memory I've covered elections from 2000 Charlie I'm telling you there are people in 2008 2009 so our elections now Atamils winning Zoom Lion he supported all the NDC MPs but undercover why because no so say aban sesan wan hwa na Zoom Lion adwuma na agu it will be aban sesan no Zoom Lion continued Sanyama we no who actually you will not know. But yeah, no, we have this and you bibia na we yetima to me beka o e. It will be sweeping and then no more Charlie sadly reasonably for their first small you cry if you answer to me say and you bibia obi abe and obi a ebeka. Because they all have business interests that they want to protect. Okasa bebre pe ochina na afa we adwuma egu. In fact, even ye media houses your bosses bebre to me sponsor parties and say the way boamo because mo kan ho na multi party democracy no ekọ nanim or the maha no the maha but they will not come out and disclose airtime we give airtime to NDC and give airtime to MPP a part of yes support for democracy no but obi am beka say we anje omusko and I shada yes say sikai electoral commission advertisement electoral commission jiska is part of yes to build democracy inti nya bibia na beka say beka why I am to about some of the sweeping statements that we make. Some experience stupid, sir. People have experience for a reason. Why? You am to about one in time patronity.
Sister Fia, thank you. But say you make people understand that you are on top of the issues and you're on top of the work.
Yeah, because people Hackman sold his house.
Some people sometimes want to belittle if you are host, if you are intelligent. They don't know because the experiences and even your credentials, they don't know. It's part of the hazard of the work. Me belittle because I know your crowd when it comes to your work. I appreciate it. But it's about time some of you back you're calling into your program. Yes, yeah, appreciate your intellectual dexterity.
Oh, and you mean pose breach no be any so our team can. It shouldn't be seen as if say who antagonize a guest, because Monday team can fall by. We also didn't allow other people to attack them. Michael by Michael Chelsea so see Obia marketing a candidate. So sometimes let's just be respectful to each other. And then you fair. And yeah, I mean, person back and forth, but everyone might clearly owns the way there. Cross the line, hey.
Sister, if you are shared, then now okay. Okay, BB say 10 nominal looking for nominal figures 1996. Let us and I have to do a little research. 1996 about why total population of Ghana at the time, total population 17.8 million. In terms of Abatuana Yatoyan, now registered voter, 9,279,000. Our Ghana, and only the toy. Turnout was 78% or 78.31%. And that is 1996 about to a toy. So open nominal figures here. This is the actual nominal figures. Okay. Yamra 2024. The total population of Ghana at the time estimated to be around 34 million. It's yearly population growth between 1996 to 2024. You are looking at almost double, almost like 100%. At the same time, according to Cody, the turnout of 2024 elections is 63.9. Enti bibia ni wa ubeka say what the to whether nominal figure whether no e match bibia match. And the dynamics of 1996 elections is different. All the kind of crowd, na me expect to say, obe make argument on the basis say, 1996, na NPP crowd contested and my government muda. And kebia on my that emphasis in the crowd, maybe that would have been because that would have sufficed. So near ma by muda, but we have two governments on at the back of us. In the area, nanka yebetima yusu eno to our advantage. But unfortunately, no, and what's that? It is a minion be nominal figures here, whichever nominal figure be or befano. I think say I just say over exuberance and over simplicity of the issues. But also in terms of Dr. Bawumia, everyone knows he has done everything that he needs to do. I don't know, Sister Fia, I don't know, sir. Who was one answer Bia? Says I don't know whether I have to continue or say. It looks as if said the line not dropping.
Oh yeah, Tonka.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, near Tonka, so I don't know. Near Tonka.
Everything all together, dynamics, everything changes, and yet. It is a free say, Zongo vote you, said you vote you, explanation be out, be at the manonia prepare so before. The all what we can say is and agro any form 31st. I can't just literally and then 21st. Literally about 10 days. Now is the time for you as a person, a believer in Ken, to be advocating, to be reaching out to those who will be voting. Sister, if you are yeka ikurano, yenu ba na kampeso obusane se upon the yeka nyina NPP delegate na obo kwoto aba no dodo say na ono ankasa individually no what reaching out on behalf of Ken. Okay, but dodo say na what reaching out on behalf of Ken. Maybe a Dr. Bawumia fan, and I'm not going to hide it. I support him and I support his policies. Me, as of now, I'm reaching over 100 people. And I've reached out to people on my own. And you've been I am from the UK. Very well. So it tells you, say, some of it, it is about time. Let people also try to speak to people and talk to people, convince them why your candidate is good. At the end of the day, it's internal election. Once we finish, we all come back to the table. Now you make sure say the elephant, acquire the first way the elephant, I'm gonna be attractive. As of now, there are a lot of baggage equity NPP. But meaning say baggage, see very
well, one in town. Very well, one in town. We in any more on the team Bawumia, but we are focusing on selling their candidate. Now candidate and winning. Our FNC, I think that we've done at least justice to the issues near there. I think some of the questions that Breachum crazy, and these are questions that you've already answered. For instance, Brian, then I asked you expanded it near the end, but I think we should take from the one in town. So we are focusing on marketing their candidate. That's the most important. Marketing their candidate. Until they are time to market his candidate. Say their Monday, no. Yeah, they might even Team Ken. They had more 3 people. I want to put the on 3 people. Obi Anton a candidate. 31st, no delegation should do the needful and elect Nipa or Mujidis or Mopeno. Nipa or Mujidis or Betty Aton. Say there one in town. There's a bigger job ahead for MPP for the unity. Yeah. Unity on Bayano, any how to foster grassroots work for 2020. That's the bigger job at home. Maybe any final words, 30 seconds, because studio say time now, so almost cut here.
Yes, yes. So, me that's it for the opportunity. Nanka or nominal figures. Anka may nominal figures. As anka mo which me political science or move for me. Because you see, when you talk about the nominal figures, say obianya nominal figures ada. Minim sa want nominal figures nasia. Because Rollins.
Yeah, but I think we've gone past the one time tried to give some numbers.
It just records no nominal figures in Rollins winning in 1996 with 4 million. But Bawumia 4.6 million. That's why you don't use nominal figures. Before winning with 53% in 2004. When you have 4.6 million, Bawumia vote no BT in there say nominal figures. So you don't use nominal figures, you use percentages because enona ebetimi abuana ya same up na yakasa de omuye. So me that's for the opportunity mi ware shemu say delegates no consistency no eno bejina so pa ama omato ama Dr. Bawumia. Again normal we can see about Bawumia bia no ya kan wie eno no Ghana fo nyina kan wie enti bibi fufuro bia ni ho eno ane se ye be focus na yetimi akan ye ho abom na yetimi anya the right message for the people of this country. They have make a crack any videos are eba nansenya for a video because you see whether we like it or not in 2028 can a Agyapong video na nansenya or record it will be played in all stations and this will be born baby because you see where you liar where you born liar into yesre so we are campaign I shall see our campaign say nipa no kra no wako kan sembia attack the figures and the normal okay, not necessarily attacking the personality of the person because the way in 2024 President Mahama na Ay3 say of our videos be na Agyapong ya or can say Ghana needs change and ya Ghana for the pay change in the keka ho of I emo boy ya omo edi botiaye iti esremo de waye eye de aka no yembo ho ban se na be ya ebetimi aka ye ho abom na ya wini